So, I'm going to do a very exciting video. I'm not going to do it like showing you guys. I'm just going to talk through it with you guys because it was a long process and, it's pretty hard. So, I made a natural bronzer because I have no bronzer. I have 0 bronzers. So, I made a natural bronzer. My tongue feels weird. Sorry, I made natural bronzers, and they are so amazing. I love them. So I will just go ahead and show you. I forgot to do like swatches before I started this, but with these bronzers, you don't really have swatches. They just kind of seep into your skin, and if you swatch them too much, they ball up. So I will just tell you guys how I made them, but because this one kind of needs to like set a little bit more like dry, but I really want to film this video. So here is one of the swatches. It's not that dark, but the powder one is a lot better. So the first thing that you do is you take natural unsweetened cocoa powder, like this is the Ghirardelli Chocolate Premium Baking Cocoa. Natural unsweetened cocoa. It's all natural, and that's exactly what you need. And it doesn't matter if it's Ghirardelli or Great Value, like Walmart's brand, or like Target's brand. It doesn't matter what kind it is. You just need natural unsweetened cocoa powder. So, yeah, as you can see, it's pretty dark, so you could use this as a bronzer itself, but who wants to just do that? You want to go on an adventure and add some more stuff, and you want to have a glow, not just a darkness. So I will show you what the cocoa powder looks like by itself. You can't really swatch powders, but if you can, that's how you do it. So it's just really dark, which everybody wants a good bronzer this dark. And then what you use for that natural glow is pure ground cinnamon. So pure ground cinnamon is a great natural glow powder. And you don't want to just use it by itself because it's not tan enough, you know? Because, like, look. It could be like a foundation kind of. Let's use cinnamon for foundation though. But whatever. So you use those two. And to get the like hard solid, you need a container. And you need a mixing bowl like these. And you need like a spoon like this. So what you do is you take your container and you just rinse it out really good so there's no product left over in it. And then you take both of your kinds, and I used, what did I use? I used coconut oil. I used coconut oil, and I just put a scoop of coconut oil in there, and then I put the powders as much as I wanted in there, and then I mixed it up really good, and I poured some rubbing alcohol in there. And then you keep mixing and mixing and mixing. And then once done, it should be like a paste kind of, and you scoop it into your little container. And then you take paper towels and you push really hard to get all the alcohol out. And then you like clean off like the edges kind of. And then you stick it in the freezer for about 2 hours-ish. You can do less or more just depending on what size of a product, like what size of a container you did. I did about 1.5 hours-ish, and so, yeah, that's what it looks like, I know, right? But I need it to, like, dry, like, so all the alcohol seeps out of it, and it's just a dry powder, like a dry solid. So I still need one more step done, but it's okay. And then you take it out, and you put it, like, on your windowsill when it's open, and it dries, or you could just leave it out on the counter. You don't have to do it on your windowsill. And how you do the powder is you get like a little hand sanitizer thing. And I have done it with a BB cream too. I made my own BB cream. As you can see, BB cream. And I put them in these little hand sanitizer bottles because, one, they're great for traveling, and two, they're the perfect size. So you just take a little hand sanitizer bottle, and you put your cinnamon and your powder in there. And I used a little bit of like regular, like dark, deep brownish blush. I put some in there, and then I mixed up really good, and then you just get as best as you can in that little opening there, and you just get as best you can, and then you, when you want to use it, you pop this open, take your brush, and you don't squeeze it, you just tap it on the bristles. And so it's on the brush, as you guys can kind of see, and then you just dab it down a little bit, and you take it and you go, just rub it on your skin, and it's a great all-natural bronzer. So I did this video, and I did this for the people that don't really want to spend that much money on a good bronzer, like the Hoola bronzer. Everybody rants and raves about that, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Why would you want to spend that kind of money on one that you could make exactly like the Hoola bronzer? So, yeah. I know I don't want to go out and buy an expensive bronzer or even a drugstore bronzer. I live 30 minutes away from the nearest store that I could buy makeup at, and I don't want to do that when I can make my own. So that's a little DIY on how to make bronzer, powder, and solid. So thank you for watching. Please thumbs up and like this video. Yeah! Bye, guys.